I'm going to make some scones. All I need is milk. 300 mils of milk. Preheat oven to 200 degrees fan forced. Wow, that's hot. I don't think I want to have my oven that hot. That's pretty hot, isn't it? And also I know my oven. My old oven here. Empty contents of scone mix into a large mixing bowl. Got it? Add the milk and blend using a cold blunt knife until the mixture comes together. A cold blunt knife until the mixture comes together. Okay, well, I will be using my trusty old wooden spoon. Okay, it says to put some flour down, so I've put some flour down here, and it says to open the packet and empty the scone mix into the bowl. Okay, there we have it, scone mix and milk. It says 300 mils of milk, so I've got a 250 here. There's a 250, and then it wants 50 mils more, and this is a quarter, so a quarter, let's see, 250, 125 is a bit more than 50 mils, so I'll just put a bit less, just put a bit in there, but I won't fill it up all the way. And anyway, I'll know by the consistency of it if I need more or less milk. Okay. So it says I've also preheated the oven. I've put mine on about 190. It says 200 on here for fan forced. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to use to cut the scones. I might just use a glass. Okay, I've also lined my tray, even though it's non-stick. I've lined it. I just find it so much cleaner to use baking paper with some baking paper. And I've got a glass, which I know I've done this before, and sometimes it is hard to get it to come out of the glass. I've never had a professional scone cutter thingy, and I guess you could even just not use just mold it in your hands and flatten it. I guess that could be something. Anyhow, I haven't added the milk yet. Now, it doesn't say to do this, but I was always taught that when you're making dough, you pour it into the middle. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's not all the milk. I'll leave that bit, see how I go. And you've got to stir it all through. Mix it all up. I mean, it's not a cake, it's dough. Yes, there'll come a time I'm going to have to get my hands messy. There it is. And I've used all of the milk. I could possibly need to use a little bit more milk. I've got the flour down there and the flour might dry it out. So it says to empty it onto a floured surface. Uh-oh, some of it got emptied onto the floor. Okay. Right, if I remember correctly, I was taught to put a little bit of flour on you, rub it on your hands. It reminds me of Play-Doh. Or when I was a kid, plasticine. My children had Play-Doh. And so yeah, if I remember correctly, I could possibly need to use a little bit more milk, just because the flour that I've put down can dry it out. It does feel it's a little bit sticky. No. Oh Lord Almighty. Okay. Oh, I really should get the phone thingies out. I've got them. I think I've got two somewhere. Okay, so there it is. Okay, well I'm quite pleased with it. I haven't added any more milk. That's not really got too much on my hands, so that's pretty good. It's a pretty good consistency. I've lined that baking tray. I don't know if I'll need more than that because mine will be quite big probably. Then I'm going to attempt to use the cookie cutter. Let's see, I'll attempt to put my phone down. My phone is in a wallet, a phone wallet. Oh dear. It slipped down before. I think it's totally slipping. I've got flour all over my phone. I've leaned it up on the toaster. Okay, so let's see. It says up to 2 centimeters high. Where is my baking tray? I'll just push that back. Now the trick is trying to get it out from the glass. Uh-oh. I have done this before. I've done it before. Maybe I've made it a bit too thick. Okay. One is probably too thick. Oh well, that'll be a big scone. It's not too bad. I mean, my goodness me, it's a scone. Okay, that's going to be a super probably big one when it rises. I might flatten it out a little bit more. It'll also be easy to get out, I hope. Now it doesn't say to glaze it on the top, but I think I will. I'll probably glaze it on the top with some milk before I put it in the oven. I'm sure that's how I was taught to do things. Oh yes, much better to get out when it isn't so fat. It is going to rise as well. This one's going to be massively fat. Okay, so I'm going to go along, use the rest of that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a brush, a kitchen sort of a basting brush, and I'm going to just wipe a bit of milk up the top of mine. Okay, so I've got this left, and look at my hands. I haven't even washed my hands, so I don't have any much, stuck to my hands. So, and my giant one, I squished it down a bit more. That one there, I flattened it with my hands. So, got my oven preheating. I don't know how much it's supposed to make. Oh, it says 12 and I've got 6, so yeah, I mean, mine are going to be bigger obviously. And also, you could put what you want in your scone mix. You could put sultanas in there. You could put anything you want in it. You could probably even put that trail mix in there, with some nuts and whatever. But I'm just going to have plain scones. And that's my shandy there. It's a non-alcoholic beer that I usually buy. Cooper's Ultra Light. Now what I'm going over here is I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that thing. I've got 2 of these. No, it doesn't smell like anything anyway, it's rubber. I thought it might smell like satay. I used to satay my own kebabs. Okay, so I'm going to get some milk and I'm just going to brush some milk on mine, and then I'm going to put it up on that first tray there. Yeah, so I haven't got mine as hot. It says bake time 12 to 15 minutes, but mine are bigger. I've made 6 and this says 12, so mine are bigger. So I think mine will be leaning more on the 15 minutes. Okay, so just put them in the oven, and I've got my oven a little bit lower. It said 200. I've put mine a little bit lower at about maybe 190 I think it is, and I put it on for 20 because I've made mine bigger than what the recipe says, and I've got that weeny little bit left, so I'm pretty pleased that I haven't really made too much of a mess, and the consistency was good because my hands aren't all sticky or got flour stuck to them, and I still haven't washed them. Just that bit there. Anyhow, I'll let you know what they're going to be like, scones. And this is how we usually do have scones. We'll have them with jam. That looks like strawberry jam. We can have them with raspberry jam or apricot jam, and then some whipped cream up the top. Okay, well, they're still in there. They're coming along, they're rising. My timer hasn't gone off. And then when they come out, I will put them onto this rack here to cool down. The bell is about to go off any moment now. A grandmother's love blossoms eternally. Any minute. Finally. Okay. These, I find these better. I usually use a couple. I hardly ever use these. So let's see, there's that. This one's not very big, is it? And there they are. I probably could have already taken them out by the looks of them. Oh dear. I'm sure they'll be yummy with some strawberry jam or apricot jam on them and some cream on top. So I'm going to get them from there and I'm going to put them on there. You're supposed to wait till they're cooled down. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I just so happen to have some cream. So I've put a spoonful of white sugar in this cream. And I'm going to mix it with this blender. Get ready, it's noisy. Okay, hang on, I should probably move my drink and move this. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing that until it's thickened. Okay, I've got one scone, one half of a scone has got apricot jam, and one half of the scone has got what's left of the strawberry jam. All gone. I need to buy some more. I've got an unopened raspberry jam there, and that's the cream, and also there's the rest of the scones. They probably could have been taken out earlier than that. They are cooked a bit too much. So they're quite hard scones after you've taken them out of the oven. I'm having a cup of tea, but nonetheless, although they felt hard on the outside, they are soft inside. And I've put a spoonful of sugar in my cream. I do like it sweet, like that. And one like that. You could put on as much as you like. I might squish it down a bit there. Okay, that's it. It's gone. It's soft inside. Yum. So that is scones. I'm going to have my scones, and in case you don't know it, you always have a cup of tea. A cup of tea, I'm going to put some milk in there in a minute, with scones. Well, I'm going to go and sit down and enjoy my scones now at nearly 5 to 11 at night, and my grandson is still not home from school.